Sean here with Babel Entertainment, radio host of J-Shock's Radio, your 24/7 pure J-Rock station. And I'm here to go ahead and do a CD review of a band called GALEYD. And this is actually more than just a CD review. It's more of a band review and a comparison to, of course, DELUHI. I have to admit, when they first came out, especially with Crimson Chain, I was really like, what? This is so messed up. The management's trying to replace DELUHI just because DELUHI's gone. They think they can fool us by throwing this band in here. So it's okay, DELUHI's gone, but here's GALEYD. We just put this band together for you. And if you like Crimson Chain, you put Judy on vocals, it's pretty much DELUHI, no doubt about that. Regardless, that all aside, I was able to calm down months later and able to talk about this band and actually enjoy the band. I'm gonna say straight up, I enjoy this band. Just DELUHI is not the only band that plays music like this. That's not so, that's guitar oriented. Montero Opera is one, Versailles uses another, but they're probably one of the rare ones in Visual Kei that do it. There are other bands all across the world that play music like this, but in Visual Kei it's just not as common. And so when DELUHI left, yeah, GALEYD filled in a void. And basically what GALEYD really is the band AIM with a new vocalist and Jill from Hybrid. And so that's what you got, and I think they all changed their name. I think Jill is now Garu, so Schwartz changed his name to guitarist, Meku. So that's basically what GALEYD is right now. It's just AIM with a new vocalist and a new musical style that's produced and I guess directed by the same people that brought you DELUHI. So with that, let's move on and talk about their first mini album, Infitium. Again, I mentioned Crimson Chain here. I think Crimson Chain and Train were songs that you could digitally download when they first came out. But the additional tracks on there is Slip of My Life, Replica, and a couple of instrumental tracks for this mini album. It's a great album. I mean, I like it. I love Crimson Chain, Slip of My Life is good. Replica is a great song, and I love the instrumental tracks. I'm not too fond of Train, but the rest of it's really good. And I recommend this album for somebody that it's in the Metal Kei. Metal Kei is a genre that I really like, Loud Kei, Metal Kei, what have you. And regardless, DELUHI's no longer around, so I know Lada's working on something I look forward to seeing. And it's Gato, by the way, Jill's new name. And Sukat is stuff, so it's Metal Kei is alive and well in the Visual Kei scene, and I think these are the bands that are going to be able to break international boundaries with their music. So the only sad thing about DELUHI is they never got to break out of Japan, but their popularity in Japan was like skyrocketed pretty quickly. Moving on, in April they released a single called Genesis, right here, boom, and came with 3 tracks, Precious Heart, I'll Be There For You, then an instrumental track. I love Precious Heart. Precious Heart's an amazing song. And Jill or Gato, I like his vocals with this music. He's no Judy. Judy has some great screams with it, but I think Jill has some Gato has some great melody lines, and his vocal is much better with GALEYD, more so than Hybrid. I really didn't care for Hybrid very much. Although the AIM vocalist, original vocalist, I enjoyed his vocals, so I thought AIM's vocalist being a part of GALEYD would have been something special. I think he would have been doing a good job. However, I think it would have been too much like DELUHI. It would have been an exact copy of DELUHI if you brought that vocalist over. I think they brought in Jill, this is just my opinion of course, as Gato, because he does have a different type of vocal skill than Judy and a different style. So, but anyways, Precious Heart, good track. I'd definitely pick up this CD single if I were you. And coming up next was Loaded, which was in May of 2012, another 3-track single, Jump Up, DZI, and another instrumental track. Jump Up, decent, good song, good opener there, but DZI is a track on here that you should be cranking. It's an amazing song, great metal sound, great guitar riffs and solos. If you're into like bands like GALEYD, if you're into DELUHI, if you like US bands or Western bands such as Firewind, stuff like that. Just if you're in the power metal, I think you'll like it, you'll enjoy them. So Versailles, if you're into Versailles at all, you'll enjoy this band as well. So there it is, Loaded, definitely a single to pick up that was released in May. And then they came out with their Destiny single in June, which is, I really like this one. It comes with a DVD with a video for Precious Heart, and which I'm going to talk about here in a second. But the whole CD single, Shangri-La, Eternity, and the instrumental track, very good stuff. Amazing single, and of course it came with the PV. Now let's go ahead and talk about that. Let's do a little comparison right now between GALEYD and DELUHI. When DELUHI came on, they immediately, I thought, had a rock star quality about them. Not just with the music, but just with their presence. I mean, if you look at their videos, they just looked awesome. What they did was, you know, how they moved was awesome. A very image-conscious band lover. That's why I'm into Kiss. I'm in the Motley Crue and stuff like that. And DELUHI was really, you know, it was like, yeah, this band, this is the shit. And they played really good music. And with Glade here, I think they have great music. The problem is I don't see that star quality in them. They're just like, when you look at the Precious Heart video, it's like they're being told what to do or they're not comfortable doing what they're doing. You know, you have Gato, just like Honda face movements. It just looks so unnatural. You know, Rajamo, Honda face. No, man. And you had the guitarist just throwing his hand in the air all the time like he was Sugizo. And you had the bassist just going crazy, the drummer going crazy. It was just all over the place, and it didn't look comfortable. It looked like it was so staged, or like they did not know what they were doing in front of the video camera. So, you know, I think that's the only difference between DELUHI's and DELUHI and Glade, is that DELUHI had a real rock star status about them. And Glade, I don't see that in them. Maybe in time it will grow. The music's there. In fact, I posted something on my Facebook. Bands really got to focus on not just the music, but their stage show and the performance. And if you don't look like you know what you're doing, you know, fans will know that. I mean, there's so many great bands out there, and what distinguishes them from the rest is their stage shows, their live performance. You know, Kiss, you know, when they used to open for acts and blow the main act off the stage, you know, and fans wanting them coming back because their stage performance was amazing. Motley did the same. You had Metallica doing the same when they toured with Ozzy. You know, you would think it, you know, it was a Metallica show, not an Ozzy show. So that's what bands really need to do to move ahead of the rest of the competition, and is to have a stage performance and have a, you know, a big rock star status, that aura that commands an audience. And I think Glade is missing that right now. But in time they may be able to get it. So we'll see what happens with that. But with that, as far as music concerned and performances and all that stuff aside, they are a good band. You know, yes, I love DELUHI. I wish they were still around, but I'm not saying Glade is a replacement by any means for DELUHI, but it is some good, if you're into guitar riffs and stuff like that, it's some good tunes right there. And, you know, Gato, I think he's a decent vocalist for the band. So with that, that's my opinion on Glade. I'll give them thumbs up and to go ahead and buy their CDs. So with that, I'm out of here. Check out my radio show. It's 24/7 Pure J Rock at BabbleEntertainment.com, JSox Radio, and also you can add me again on my Facebook at Facebook.com/Shion.BabbleRadio for your requests. I can crank up the music that you want to hear. With that, I'm out of here. Thanks for listening.